This is the homework helper for the review worksheet over graphing to solve systems of equations. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first couple of questions together here. That's all we're going to do. Number 1 says y equals negative x plus 2 and y equals 2x plus 5. So remember, the objective here is to graph both of these equations and then find the point at which both of these equations overlap. Now the equations presented here both happen to be in slope-intercept form, which is great because that's just what we went over yesterday. Slope-intercept form is a form of graphing the line where you plot the intercept, the y-intercept, and then go back and plot the slope. So in the first equation, y equals negative x plus 2, since the number at the trailing end here is 2, that means I'm going to go to my y-axis and put a dot at 2. Then I go look at my slope. My slope is whatever's here in front of x. Well, the number that's there is non-existent. So as you already know, that's the same as a 1. And of course, slope has to be a fraction, so that's actually going to be 1 over 1. And there's a negative sign there, so it's actually going to be negative 1 over 1. So slope of negative 1 over 1, as you know, means we're going to go down 1 and right 1. And we do that from the point we've already made. So from this point, I'm going to go down 1 because it's negative, and then right 1 because the bottom number is also 1. And one thing we didn't do a lot of yesterday, but you can do this today, is you can keep going, doing the slope over and over again. Keep going down 1 and right 1, 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 down 1 and right 1. You can keep doing that over and over and over again. Now with y equals 2x plus 5, since the end number here is plus 5, that means I'm going to go up to 5 and put a dot. And then my slope here is 2, as in 2 over 1, because remember, slope always has to be a fraction. So slope of 2 over 1 means I'm going to rise 2 units and run 1 unit. And again, I can do that over and over and over again. So I'm going to rise another 2 units and go up another 1 unit. And I can keep going, but of course, as you can see at this point, I'm off the graph. So now what I want to do is go ahead and connect the points. And remember, after I connect the points, what I'm looking for here is the point at which these guys overlap. And as you can see, having drawn this really neatly here, they tend to cross over right here at negative 1, 3. So the point of interlap being point of crossing being negative 1, 3, that means the solution to the system of equations is negative 1, 3. The point at which I could plug in for both x and y in both equations at the same time and make the left side equal the right side, again in both equations, is negative 1, 3. Alright, let's also go ahead and take a look at question number 2. In question number 2, again, both in slope-intercept form, y equals x plus 6, y equals 3x. Alright, since it says plus 6 at the end here, goes through the y-axis at 6. So I'm going to go ahead and put a dot on the y-axis at 6 for the first equation. Then I look in front of x for my slope. My slope here is going to be 1, as in 1 over 1. So from the point I've already made, I'm going to go up 1 for the top number, the numerator, and right 1 for the bottom number, the denominator. So up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Alright, and then the other one is y equals 3x. Now, you may not realize that this is in slope-intercept form, but it is. Because there's no number at the end there, it's the equivalent of being a 0. Of course, as you know, I could write plus 0 at the end here and have no ill effect on the equation. So that's exactly what I intend to do. I'm going to put a dot through the y-axis at 0. And then my slope here is 3, as in 3 over 1. So slope of 3 over 1 means I'm going to go up 3 and right 1. And again, I can do that over and over again. So I'm going to go up another 3, right another 1. Up another 3, right another 1. As you can see, by the process of doing that over and over again, I don't really even need to draw the lines because I have two x's that are actually right on top of themselves here. On top of themselves here at 3, 9. So the solution to the system of equations where these two graphs do overlap. I will go ahead and draw them, but we happen to label it out by doing our slope over and over again here, ends up being 3, 9. Again, that solution means if I plug 3 in for x and 9 in for y in both equations at the same time, that will make the left side equal the right side in both equations.